Hey everyone, what's up? You know, as you can see up there, Netflix has completed Gem, G.I. Joe, and Transformers. What that means is all the episodes of the Generation 1 cartoons of G.I. Joe and Transformers along with Gem have finally been completed. Now, I know you'll probably ask yourself, well, Brian, when you made this announcement about a month or so ago, you know, why didn't they complete them then? Well, they did. They completed Transformers. Excuse me. Got a bit of the sniffles here. But again, they completed Transformers. Now, the way I was looking at it and been paying attention to it, they've been going by popularity. You see, this is how it goes. Transformers on top, G.I. Joe second, Gem third. That is why Transformers, the day that these were being started to be streamed by Netflix, that is why Transformers was the first one complete. It's by popularity. G.I. Joe, of course, it started out with a few episodes, like the first 10 or 15, and then it slowly started to climb. In fact, it started to climb faster than Gem. And the reason for that is popularity. And now, all 65 episodes are on there. And even while all 65 were there, you still had Gem at 26. But a week ago or so, she jumped up to 52. And then just recently, as of this past week, she is now at 65, all 65 episodes. Excuse me. So you wonder, again, if you're wondering why it took so long, it's called popularity. It's also called transferring. You see, apparently Netflix can only do, depending on the length of it, 10 to 26 episodes depending on the show that they're streaming. Now, if a show, like in the case of Gem, has 65 episodes, they can only stream as much as they get in. And you also got to remember, they got a lot of other shows they got to convert to streaming. They got to transfer to streaming. They got to transfer and such to streaming. They got to convert it. So that's why it also takes long, because you got other shows, movies, wrestling, documentaries, whatever, that they need to transfer to the streaming to transfer and convert so they can be streamed. I mean, you take a look at the mysterious Cities of Gold. That series had to be converted to be streamed, and it's the oldest out of any of them so far. You take a look at Sonic Sat AM that came out earlier this year in February, on leap year of this year. On leap day of this year, I should say. It had to be converted. That's why it was taking long. You see, all these shows, I mean, Heathcliff and the Cadillac Cats, when it came to Netflix streaming, it had to be converted. Inspector Gadget, just to name a few. And I'm sure if they ever get to it, shows like Mask, and I'm not talking The Mask, I'm talking Mask, the 80s cartoon, Inhumanoids, and possibly if they want to bring it back, Jace and the World Warriors, Archie's Weird Mysteries, Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, just to name a few. The Littles, I think the Littles are on there, I'm not sure. But all these shows that I mentioned, even Yu-Gi-Oh! If they wanted to start doing Yu-Gi-Oh! And Sonic X and all that, it would take them time to get all the episodes from all the seasons. Seasons converted because there's so much. And also because of the fact that they have other shows they need to other shows, movies, and stuff they need to convert to streaming. That is why, it took so long for shows like Jem and G.I. Joe to join Transformers as being complete. It's the same goes for My Little Pony Generation 1. If they ever decide, hey, let's put Generation 1 on here along with Friendship and Magic, it's going to take a while too. I mean, look, Friendship and Magic is up to 52 episodes now. That's 2 seasons already. You take a look at Nickelodeon's Tough Puppy. That's only got 10 episodes so far, and in time it'll have the rest. The truth is, folks, not the truth, but the thing is, folks, no matter how much we want all the episodes of a certain series, if it comes to something like Netflix streaming, as much as we want all the episodes right off the bat, there will be times that we will get it, and there will be times we won't get it. And we just got to deal with it. We just got to deal with it. It's like with X-Men. It's like with X-Men, the animated series from the 90s, and X-Men Evolution, and Wolverine and the X-Men. As much as we wanted to have all those right off the bat, it took time for those to get it took time for all those episodes to be converted, because there were so many and there were other things ahead of it. Let's see. You can take a look at Berenstain Bears, the PBS version or the original 80s version. If they decide to start streaming that, it's going to take a while on all of those. Well, maybe not the PBS version, but the 80s version, of course. It'll take time for that. The point I'm getting across, folks, is as much as we would like to see the entire series up and running on things like on streaming services like Netflix, we have to wait because it takes time to convert all the episodes, and also these companies are going to have other things they need to stream. So no matter how much we would like to see, let's say, the complete series of Inhumanoids right off the bat, yeah, we'll get that. But let's say we want the whole series of Mask in the future, the 80s cartoon, it'll take time. As much as we'd like to see the entire series of Galaxy Rangers, it'll take time. As much as we'd like to see all of the Mr. T animated series or Chuck Norris animated series, it'll take time. Chuck Norris, well, that probably won't take too much time. But you get what I'm saying. The Flintstone Kids. Yo Yogi. As much as we'd like to see those eventually on Netflix streaming. The new Yogi Bear show. As much as we'd like to see that. Laugh Olympics. It'll take time for them to convert, if that ever happens, because there's so many episodes, and there's a lot of things ahead of it. I mean, even with movies, as much as we'd like to see Rock and Roll, maybe, or Heavy Metal, we've seen Heavy Metal on there before, Heavy Metal 2000, that is. But as much as we'd like to see, let's say, Rock and Roll, or Baji, the mighty monster of nature. Well, maybe not Baji, but you understand what I'm saying. As much as we'd like to see those on Netflix streaming, it takes time. As much as we'd like to see Justice League Doom on Netflix streaming, it takes time because there's a lot of things ahead of it. And the same goes for episodes for series. Again, like I said, if we want to see, as much as we want to see the complete series right off the bat, we have to wait. And that is why it took so long for Jem and G.I. Joe to follow suit in Transformers, because of popularity, and because of the fact that it took because of popularity and fans wanted to see it more, and because it took time for the other episodes to be converted because they needed to convert them, and they had other things ahead of those as well. So hopefully that cleared things up and Comment down below, video response if you like, and I'll talk to y'all later.